After I liberate the Jewish people, I will go to Africa to help liberate the black people.
Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the Kenyan Beast. Of course, we are doing it the African way every day, every time. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's hit 20k subscribers. Now, in today's video, I'm going to talk about Africa at large. You know, Africa is my business. Africa is your business. Africa is everybody business. For example, the whole world is depending on Africa. Africa is everyone's business. Africa is United States business, France business, Israel business, Russia business. Everyone wants to have a bite of Africa. Yeah. Now, speaking of that, alongside I have Levimed, and we are reacting on this video.
We have tremendous opportunities. We've solved our water problem, even though we're a very dry land. We've solved our agricultural problem. We produce with great productivity, vegetables, dairy. I always am boasting which cow produces more milk per cow in the world. You think it's a French cow or a Dutch cow. It's an Israeli cow. It's a computerized cow. Every move is monitored, you know. But we are eager to share this technology in so many fields with our African friends. We think that Israel now is the best partner that the countries of Africa could have, and it's something that is dear to our hearts. After I liberate the Jewish people, I will go to Africa to help liberate the black people. We have our African brethren, the Ethiopian Jews, who are in our society, and I personally work every few weeks to help integrate more and more and incorporate them in our society. I believe this. I believe in Africa. I believe in your future, and I believe in our partnership for this future. And I believe that this meeting will be seen as a turning point in Israel's ability to reach the broad number of African countries, which is our goal. We want a better future for you, a better future for all of us, and we think we can be your perfect partners.
Now, welcome back. This is Prime Minister of Israel, Netanyahu.
Yeah.
He's having problem with Palestine.
Okay.
And the problem with Palestine is huge. It has, you know, it has gone a long way. Now, some are supporting Israel, some are supporting Palestine. In Africa, there's some countries like South Africa and, you know, and me and some people supporting Palestine, but others are supporting Israel. Now, in one speech, Netanyahu said that after finishing with Palestine, he will come and free Africa.
Okay.
That is the golden line we are discussing about. I will come and free Africa because Africa is having problems, and you know, now he want to come and liberate Africa.
Okay.
That statement, what does it tell you?
What does it tell me?
When you just hear a president maybe of China, okay, of a president of Israel saying that after finishing with these people, I will come and liberate Africa.
It means we are bound. It means we are bound, but I don't expect maybe, okay, this is my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect a president from any other, maybe a white president to come and say that he wants to free Africa, because we are capable and we can free ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's only that we have not yet decided. Okay.
What is he freeing us from? What does he want to free Africa from?
I may not know. I don't know. But maybe because if he's having problems maybe with some other countries, like maybe the US, maybe the Palestine and those countries like those ones, maybe this is something he wants to do to show out he is huge. Okay. And okay, you know, Israel has been a country that has engaged in African issues for quite some time. And I don't know what happened because, a long time ago, Israel tried to actually engage itself in Africa and African issues. But later on, something happened, and because when we talk about the economic issues and agricultural issues and trade issues, that was around 1950s and 1960s when Israel was strengthening the bound between on matters like agricultural issues and economic issues and trade issues in Africa. Okay, and so later on we had a newborn Israel, and there was a new state of sub-Saharan African countries, okay, where now they came together, and the main agenda was to tackle challenges on matters concerning security. Okay, and so it has been something like, okay, it has been, I would say maybe Israel has been engaging itself on African issues so much, okay, until late 1967 to about 1973, where the relationship actually deteriorate, and they went sideways. They led to the Yom Kippur War. Okay, so the Yom Kippur War was between the Israel, and it was actually led by the sub-Saharan African country states, which was that time Egypt and Syria. Okay, and so after that, a lot of relationship between African countries and Israel countries went sideways, and there could be no more relations. But later on, we realized that Israel came and made some relationship again with Chad and Ghana, and which until today we didn't know why, and why did they actually strengthened the relationship. We haven't known up to date. So Israel is not a new country in Africa. It's not coming as a visitor. It's maybe coming as an old intruder. Okay, someone who has been there before, and maybe he's coming back again. So I don't know if we are if he was supposed to say maybe we are coming to free Africa, because if you're talking about freeing Africa, what are you freeing us from? That should be the question.
Now,
Yeah.
we have World War One, we have World War Two, and a lot of people are looking estimating like there's possibility we can have World War Three. So if someone talking about liberating and freedom mostly comes with wars.
Yeah, sure.
So if Netanyahu, he wants to liberate Africa, that means he have to fight British, he have to fight France, you have to fight the US.
Okay.
So does this means that he's trying to create war between? Because if you tell me you want to free, for example, you want to free Kenya, you are invading Kenya, and Kenya are allies of USA.
States, yeah.
That means the USA will come in between.
Okay.
It's true. Okay.
That's very true.
If you want to liberate Nigeria, Nigeria or Congo or Rwanda are allies of France, and France are getting resources from
Nigeria.
those countries. Yeah. So if Israel wanna liberate that country, that means maybe they wanna take over.
Yeah. And they don't have to face.
They don't have to face Africa.
They have to face France.
Yeah.
They have to face the United States.
And if they face the Africans or France or United States, that means we as Africans will be caught in the midst of the war.
Yeah.
Okay.
And very true.
And this makes me to think that because I saw comments, some people are saying that leave Palestine alone first for talking the issue of Africa. And some Africans were saying that Africa is not your business. So what do you think is this in the mind? Because somehow I came and I was going through that statement, and I was asking myself, what is going in the mind of this
You know,
president?
a lot of
This
people,
prime minister.
a lot of people have been using Kenya, no, not Kenya, have been using African as a shield. These other many countries, those Western countries, they've been using Africans as a shield in many situations and in many things. Their success has depended on Africa. It wouldn't be by Africa, most of those countries would not be where they are right now. Okay, that is why they cannot leave Africa. Getting the point. So even if war has to start right now, Africa will be caught in the midst of the fire. Okay, because Israel has not actually specified a country. Israel is
Africa
talking
at
about
large.
Africa at large. Okay, it's not like we find out that the US is in Africa, is in Kenya, is in some countries here. You find the France is in some other countries in Africa, and recently we've been talking about Russia, and Russia is like supporting many countries in Africa. Now Israel again is talking about coming to liberate Africa. Okay, I think maybe there is some issues that are not going well between those countries. Maybe the country like Israel and the US, and maybe the countries of France and those other countries. There might be something that is not going well between those countries. Maybe there's a broken relationship. Maybe there's some misunderstanding. They actually not getting close to each other very well. Okay, and so they're trying to do. Another person is trying to do everything possible to make sure he's killing the other person through all means. Okay, and if Israel would try to come, and if maybe Israel would say, "I'm coming to liberate Africa," that means he's going. Maybe he wants to start a war within with many countries. Okay,
That's my thinking.
because it is not going to face Africa if it's about liberation, because the only thing that is actually disturbing us right now is the West countries in our continent. That is the only biggest and huge problem we have. Okay, having their systems in our countries, having we are living their way of life, we are being ruled by their principles and their decisions. That is the only thing that is killing us.
Now,
Okay, the biggest thing.
There's
And
some people-
so,
there's some
if
people who are
someone
saying-
listen, if someone has to say, "I'm coming to liberate Africa," maybe that could be the only thing. He's coming to free. He wants to come and free Africa from the bondage of other people, those countries, which means there will be a problem between Israel and countries like France, countries like Israel, and those other countries that are actually invading in our countries here in Africa.
there are people who are saying,
Yeah.
maybe from Nigeria, or sit a comment from Nigeria, come and help us here. We are having problem. That's an African who have lost faith in the governance of his country. Now he's telling come here and help us. We are having a lot of problem. Now, if you hear such a comment from an African telling a white man, come and help us here in Kenya because
It's
we
an
have,
advantage.
what do you think? Do you think like Africans, some of us, we have lost faith in
What I
our...
think what comes in my mind is that a lot of people are going to take an advantage of that. Okay, many people, many countries which maybe they've been craving to actually invade in this country, in these countries in Africa, they're going to take advantage of that. Okay, but sincerely speaking, even you understand, many Africans, they have lost confidence. They have really lost confidence in their leaders. They have lost confidence with their politicians and the people who are leading them. They have lost confidence because why it was very easy for Africans to free themselves from the first colonialism. It is because they were fighting one on one with someone, whoever who is colonizing you. You fight that person one on one. Okay, but now it's different because the people in a certain country, they are fighting the government, which is being helped by the colonies. Okay, you have your country, you have a government in your country This government is being supported by the colonies, and then the people in that country are fighting the same government. Will you manage? That should be the greatest question. It's very difficult for you to manage, and that is why it gets to a point when someone has to say, come and free us. We are tired. Because indeed and sincerely speaking, that is getting people tired. Because a war like that one, it is very difficult for you to win. People will get killed and people will continue being killed, and there is nothing you can do about it. Because you are asked what to do, and you have to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, my personal views,
Yeah.
and if I will say wrong, you will comment on that. Africa is not a toilet or Africa is not just like a toilet or public toilet. When you think of going in, you just come and enter without knocking, we have people. Africa is a house that has people.
Exactly.
Africa is a house of people. It's not like a public place. When you think of coming, you just come and you do your shit and go. So yes, we are having problems as Africans. There's countries are having problems because the oppressors have oppressed us. The colonizers are still doing the new colonization. I don't have even sense to believe any white country. I cannot believe the Russian. I cannot believe the US. I cannot believe the Israel. I cannot believe anyone. I will only believe in myself. And myself is in my Africans, my black people, the people who know what we have gone through, the people who know where we have been oppressed.
Exactly.
We have some Africans leaders who we have put in power. We believe in them, but some of them are being used as puppets, so we don't believe in them too. But we have good people. We can liberate ourselves. That's like telling me in my house that I am having a fight with my wife, and you are telling me I will go and bring someone from there, from outside there, to try to amend our understanding. Even if we bring a pastor or we bring this counseling, whether we want to change, we will change. If we will not want to change, we cannot change. So, for the Prime Minister of Israel saying that you are coming to liberate Africa after having your issue with Palestine, you will come in Africa, it does not sound good to me. It sounds like you want to create war. It sounds that there is something you have seen that the other Western countries are having and you want to get it too. Whatever is happening in Palestine, we don't want it to happen in Africa. Because when you come and invade Africa to liberate us, that means you're going to come and create a lot of bloodshed here in Africa. So as an African, let's deal with our shit. Let's deal with our business. It's our business. We never invade in business of Israel, business of US. Have you ever seen any African talking about that? For example, when Donald Trump was about to be shot, assassination, did you see any African president saying that USA, we are watching you, we are following up, we are following up your election?
And let me tell you something.
Yeah.
The problem we have as Africans is that we have gotten to a point when now it's like we are now leaving this thing. Mm-hmm. We are leaving the rest. Mm-hmm. We have gotten to a point when we're now saying like, okay, let them do whatever they want to do. Yeah. And that is why we are continuing to die every day. We are continuing to be pressed every day. Mm-hmm. But there's something I would like to say. Mm. Wow, as Africans, we are not supposed to be liberated by someone else. Mm-hmm. We have everything that it takes for us to liberate the Westerners, the white people. We have all that it takes for us to be liberating them. Because we have a lot than they have. They're living in our countries. They are extracting things in our countries. They are harvesting in our countries. They are staying in our countries because they get a lot from our countries. Okay? But Africans, we have not believed in ourselves. What is it that we don't have so that we have to go in the US to get jobs from the US? What is it that we don't have so that we have to wake up and actually listen to a white man talking to us and telling us what to do? What is it that we lack? We don't lack anything. It is only that we have not realized that we can do this thing. We are full of greediness. so that people would just use us. You don't even realize the potential you have, or maybe the equipment that you have just close to you, so that you expect someone to come and give you some kind of money, the ready-made, something that is ready-made, that is already there, just to give to you, and you go against even yourself. You're even betraying your own self. You know, the government leaders who are actually helping the white people, maybe working for the white people, they're betraying themselves. They think they're betraying their people, but they're betraying themselves. So, can you ask yourself, how far have you gone to an extent of even betraying your own self? Okay?
Yeah.
When all Africans wake up today, because we have great minds in Africa, we have great people in Africa, okay? We have leaders in Africa, we have knowledgeable people and literate people in Africa than you can think. Africa is a place whereby education system has been, it's lower than how education is conducted in the US and in those countries. But haven't you seen doctors coming from Africa to go to those countries and they treat people? Haven't you seen African doctors in India?
A lot.
Why are not they working in Africa? Why are they not here in Kenya? Haven't you seen engineers in the US? Haven't you seen them? Right now we have Olympics. Have you seen a white person, a single white person winning gold?
All blacks.
They are all blacks. Which means we have potential. If only all these people would decide to come back in Africa, okay? And we conduct our own things, we do our own things, we work our own way, we can be a greatest continent that nobody would even crave to fight. A terrifying one, a dangerous one, a big one, a great one, a good one. Only if we decide. Because if we shall continue saying we are low or thinking we are low, this is how we shall continue to be forever and for the rest of our lives, and we will not change. Because Africa has gotten to a point when everybody comes in however they want, whenever they want, and go out whenever they want, however they want. I had the government saying that you don't need a visa to come now to Kenya, something like that. Did you heard about something like that?
Yeah.
So Africa has been a continent where anybody comes and goes with whatever they want, anytime, anyhow, and nobody has to question them. So the question is, do you want us to continue living that way?
The answer is no. I'm done. Until next episode, I am the Kenyan Beast. Let's do it the African way. Don't forget to subscribe on my brother's YouTube channel, Levy Made TV. Peace be with you.